I am Executive Keith. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm 21 years old. Birthday is next week, so I'll be 22 pretty soon. Pretty much what I do is I am a Renaissance man. I would definitely say that. I don't really like to say that I do one thing just because, a lot of times we as people put ourselves in the box and, we do this, we do that. But I can definitely say I work with fashion shows. I do event planning. I just did a fashion show the other day with Life ATL. I also have my own nonprofit. It's called Young Executives Foundation Incorporated. We pretty much just help out our communities from ages 16 to 29. We like to give them opportunities that they don't get because a lot of times we see inside of the Black community is that we have dreams, we have aspirations, but then, we get to that 9 to 5 and that 9 to 5 kind of takes our whole goal. And, we get off work, we be tired. So we want to pretty much give them opportunities that they don't get on a daily basis. And then our motto as well. What led me to be an entrepreneur? I was in 8th grade. I remember I went to Crawford Middle School, and I remember I was just talking to my counselor, Dr. Jones, and I had told him that I wanted to major in business. I didn't know what I wanted to do in business, but from then I knew I had wanted to major in business just because I seen how my parents' friends, uncles and aunts used to be mad at, their boss, didn't like what they're doing was at work. I don't feel like going to work today. It's just all of that. So I didn't really want to be like that. And ever since then, I had pretty much just had put my mindset of being in the business. And then when I got to high school, I knew I had wanted to be an entrepreneur just because I had so many different ideas and just stuff I was writing down inside of my journal that I needed to share with the world. So me and my co-founder, Equity Mitchell, we create opportunities for people just because we don't allow the money situation to be in the forefront for it. We allow just pretty much us getting the marketing strategies done, and then business tactics, and pretty much just sending that out to different people because at the end of the day, people have money that they want to give out. It's just that you got to persuade them to give it to you. And what can you actually do to benefit them with their money for you and for them? So that's what we do. We did the same thing. We started off last year. We was founded September 11, 2017. And that first event that we had, which was the Executives Gala, we didn't have no sponsors. All the money came from ticket sales. But it was some rough roads. I thought it wasn't gonna happen just because we didn't have any money. I was like, we got to book the venue, we got to get the tables, the chairs, and then I thought about it. I was like, how about this? We set the ticket prices up, cut it off at Eventbrite, get that money inside of the checkers account, use the money that we just made from that, put inside of there, and then we just made our money. And then we had ticket sales that night, so we was able to make some more money for the nonprofit. Something that I thought that would hold me back is just being a Black male, honestly. In the world that we live in right now, it's a lot of just things that's going on inside of society that kind of put a type of image inside of your head that, you can't really amount to doing this or amount to doing that. But one thing that I know that I do, I serve an Almighty God. So with Him, anything is possible. I was raised in the church when I was younger. And, there's one good thing about just being able to believe in your faith and walking by faith and not by sight. And when you do that, you give all your stuff to Him. You do what you need to do on here, and then everything just kind of starts to matriculate in your favor. Going to school and getting my degree actually helped me just because it taught me about networking. A lot of times, I told somebody that I went to West Georgia, they was like, why you didn't go to Georgia State? Why you didn't go to Morehouse? But one thing that we have to, put ourselves in the mindset of is not allowing where you at to determine where you're going. And West Georgia is one of those schools where, it was in the country. You had to pretty much make it for what you can do. And when I got involved in school, I became the president of an organization. I became homecoming king and stuff like that. And you just was able to build real relationships with people that I still have to this day from 2014. So pretty much networking is like, the key to anything because, whoever you know is what's going to help you out in the long run. Your network is your net worth. And who you surround yourself with is going to be the same people that you're going to be eating with in the long run. So working in the corporate office as well has helped me out too, just knowing how to actually conduct my business in a business-like setting. Prime example, IG. Instagram, a lot of times people, look at Instagram as just a social media platform. It doesn't look at it as like a business tactic. It's a free social media site. So you need to conduct your Instagram as a business tactic. It's a free social media site that a lot of people don't use the correct way. If you allow yourself to present it like a business, you started off with a greeting, a body, and a closing. That person that you're conducting with business with, they're going to automatically put you in a different type of level because you came to them as a business person and not saying, what's up, bro? Or what's up, sis? Or hey, sis, hey, sir. None of that. Because when you're conducting business, you want them to actually understand that you're serious about your time and serious about your money at the end of the day. So the Building Executive Weekend came about with me, our co-founder and the founder of Build Yourself Up. It started off as just being a weekend where we had wanted to get a lot of people in the city together to kind of just pretty much help our community out. The first thing about it was that we wanted to help the kids out to find jobs and internships for the summer and then for the fall semester as well. Being somebody who's from Atlanta, it's a lot of hard times when you try to find a position that's going to actually help you out in the long run, or just find a position that's period. So we definitely wanted to help them out with that. Friday, we had a networking event, which was like an upscale social mix that got us dope. It was a real good event. We had all white. Everybody came out, met other people, networked with other people. We got some true relationships. A lot of times you have networking events, it'd be so many people that you can't actually get a full conversation with somebody because everybody is so quick to say, well, I do this, I do that. Well, one thing about me is this. I need to actually see how you are as a person before I even get to know you as a business person, because that first thing right there will allow me to see if I want you in my space or not. We could both be entrepreneurs. You could be an artist, you can be this. However, if I don't really, respect you or not even just think the same way as you, I can respect you, but from afar. So that pretty much allowed us to do that. It was only 30 people there. Everybody loved it, enjoyed it. And then Sunday we had a rad to be a grad chat panel, which was pretty much talking about going to school, getting your degree. And even if you didn't go to school, how can you use the way that you are to get where you need to go? And then at night we had a panel talking about entrepreneurship and just knowing about the different ways about being an entrepreneur in media, personality, business, and being a clothing designer. So those 3 words I live by. The first one is grind, which pretty much means that you should not allow anybody to determine where you're gonna go. The only person that can stop you is yourself. Like Diddy say, can't stop, won't stop. And that's the truth. You can be tired, you can be sleepy, you can be hungry, but you need to be able to know how to get through that in order to get where you need to go. A lot of times in our generation, I've noticed is that we are very lackadaisical. We allow something small to get in our way in order to not be able to get where we need to go. That could be anything from somebody saying that your hair look bad to anything to saying that your clothes weren't ironed correctly. When you put yourself in a tunnel vision, you don't see anything on the side. Nothing can get in the way of you and your goal. So when you put yourself like that, you got to grind. Consistency. Being consistent is key. No matter what you want to do, whether that's photography, videography, modeling, fashion show coordinating, anything that you want to do, consistency is key, because if you're not consistent with yourself, nobody's going to believe in your work. You got to put that grind to be consistent, and then you're going to transcend into the goal that you just accomplished. Some advice that I can give to other entrepreneurs is be authentic. Be yourself. At the end of the day, we always put on here to earth to be yourself. Conduct good business at that. A lot of times we get caught up into so much money. I want to make this, I want to make that, I want to be this, I want to be that. And then you wonder why in the next 2 or 3 years, your business is still not where it needs to go. Your business isn't transcending to where it should have went because you wasn't practicing good business. Build relationships. Good relationships turn into different things that you can only imagine. Don't get caught up on so much about, Shawty has, 10K followers, or you only have 3,000 followers. Those are just numbers. Numbers lie, especially on Instagram. But when you actually get to know somebody for who they really are and build a relationship with them, get that business-like mindset with them, you can actually take some more and take it off. Make sure y'all go follow the Young Executives on Instagram _TheYoungExecutives. The mission for the Young Executives is striving to uplift our communities through endless opportunities, and that's what we do. Also, make sure you follow me, Executive Keith, on Instagram. Thank you, Young and Great, for having me today.